A Galveston mother thought her daughter was just playing Roblox. But late at night, as the blue glow of the screen lit her bedroom, a predator was already inside the game, watching, waiting, whispering, through messages no one else could see. Behind every emoji and avatar, something sinister was unfolding, unnoticed, until it was too late. It started innocently with late-night game chats, shared memes, and small compliments. But slowly, the messages began to linger. Longer. Darker.
Don't tell your mom. It's our secret. I'll get mad if you don't reply.
At first, the words seemed small, but they slowly turned into chains, trapping her in a world she didn't understand. Every notification sound, every smiling avatar, nothing felt innocent anymore. She started to pull away. She stopped going outside. The screen became her constant companion, and her laughter disappeared into long, tense silences. Homework was ignored. Sleep became irregular. Anxiety sat heavily on her chest, always there. Tiny doubts crept in. Maybe I did something wrong. Maybe I shouldn't have said yes. Then, the predator's tone changed. Friendly jokes became hidden threats. A missed message or a late reply sparked silent panic.
I told you to reply. Don't make me angry.
Evenings grew tense. Her mother noticed her tiredness, the way she jumped at notifications, the empty look in her eyes. But every excuse seemed believable. Every warning felt far away. Behind the avatars and playful emojis, something dangerous had taken root in her mind, feeding her fears, stealing her innocence. And in those quiet nights, while the house slept, the predator watched, waiting, whispering, pulling her deeper into a web of control and fear, where every choice was watched, every pause judged, every secret used against her. She drafted messages asking for help, then deleted them before sending. Twice, 3 times, 10 times. She set alarms to wake every hour so she wouldn't miss a reply, then lay still, counting the seconds between phantom vibrations. She moved a strip of tape over the webcam and draped a sweater across the lens anyway, convinced he could still see. She practiced smiling in the mirror before breakfast so her mother wouldn't ask questions. In notes, she wrote out rehearsed answers. Just homework. Just friends. I'm fine. When he typed her classmates' names, pulled from a profile, she felt her stomach flood with ice.
I know who to message if you ignore me.
She began sleeping with the phone face down, but never out of reach. The predator didn't stop. Roblox was only the beginning. Soon, the chats moved to Discord, a place parents couldn't see, a place where rules didn't seem to exist.
Here, we can talk freely. No one will ever know,
he promised. But freedom was a lie. Every message pulled her in tighter. Every emoji was a small chain around her. Her bedroom, the one place meant to feel safe, now carried a weight she couldn't escape. She sat in the glow of the screen, reading words that twisted kindness into obligation, friendship into fear.
You have to do this for me, or else I'll be upset.
Days turned into nights. She skipped meals. The texts never stopped, each one more demanding than the last. Her friends noticed that she wasn't around. Teachers noticed her empty stare, but at home, her excuses sounded believable. Then, the messages grew darker. Jokes turned into threats. Curiosity turned into control.
If you tell anyone, I'll make you regret it.
The predator's power was invisible, but everywhere. A voice in her mind, a shadow in her room, a pressure she just couldn't escape. Her mother saw the change. The tired eyes, the fake smiles, the hesitation before every answer. She tried to help, but the predator had built walls of secrecy and shame that even a mother's love couldn't break. Behind the screen, behind the avatars and emojis, something evil had taken over her life. Childhood had been stolen, replaced by fear. And somewhere, in the silence, he waited, whispering, planning, knowing the blue glow of the screen would always pull her back. The messages that once felt playful had turned into tools of fear. Every notification, every smiling avatar, carried a hidden weight, part of a web of control the predator had carefully built.
It's just us tonight,
he typed. The words looked safe, but the threat was clear. What began with emojis, avatars, and games had spilled into real life. For months, he used subtle tricks to break down her walls. Compliments mixed with threats. Obedience disguised as friendship.
Don't tell anyone, or you'll regret it.
These short lines on a screen slowly reshaped how she saw safety and trust. Her routine began to fall apart. Ignored schoolwork, and the house no longer echoed with her laughter. Even at home, she felt watched. The phone on her desk wasn't just a device anymore. It was a reminder that he could reach her at any time. Anxiety weighed on her chest, and guilt creeped in. Maybe I should have stopped replying. Maybe this is my fault. Mother noticed, but too late. The empty look, the small flinches, and the careful answers are all signs of fear. Every time she tried to help, her daughter gave replies that sounded practiced, protecting someone else instead of herself. The predator's control had built walls stronger than any parent's love could break. Then came the night everything changed. The digital threats became real. The bedroom, her place of comfort, was invaded. The predator had planned every move, every pause, every word, and the exhausted child could no longer resist. Afterwards, life could not return to normal. Screens that once felt fun now filled her with dread. Notifications made her panic. Even the familiar sounds of home carried fear. Her laughter was gone, replaced by quiet watchfulness and constant tension scars no paper could describe. Horror wasn't far anymore. It was inside her home, in her mother's helplessness, in her quiet obedience, and the predator's cold patience. One night of fear left scars, showing that behind every glowing screen, innocence can be stolen and safety broken. The Galveston mother couldn't stay silent anymore. What began as innocent gaming had turned into something much darker. Private chats, late-night whispers, and a predator's control over her child. She collected every screenshot, every chat log, every disturbing message as proof of what was happening. With shaking hands, but a determined heart, she walked into the courtroom. This wasn't just about her daughter anymore. It was about every parent who believed their child was safe behind a glowing screen. She filed a case against Roblox, accusing the company of failing to protect children and allowing predators to hide behind friendly avatars. In court, her voice trembled with pain as she explained how her daughter had changed, becoming withdrawn, anxious, and secretive. Experts testified, warning how predators use loopholes, emojis, roleplay, and hidden servers to lure children deeper and deeper into unsafe spaces. The predator in this case had used Roblox chat to gain trust, and once the bond was formed, the manipulation only grew stronger. The courtroom was tense. Roblox representatives defended themselves, saying safety tools existed and that parents also had responsibility. But the mother argued children shouldn't have to fight predators inside the game meant just for fun. She wanted accountability. She wanted change. News of the lawsuit spread quickly. Parents everywhere began to question how safe these fun online games really were. Forums and news shows debated whether Roblox was at fault, or society had underestimated just how vulnerable children are online. For the Galveston mother, the case was more than legal action. It was a warning. Behind avatars and playful chats, real danger can hide. And if speaking out could save even one child from the same nightmare, then every painful memory she shared in court was worth it. The Galveston courtroom was silent, heavy with the truth of what had happened. The mother sat at the front, her face pale, but her eyes filled with determination. Across from her, Roblox's lawyers tried to stay calm, but the tension was apparent. Her lawyer stood and said, "This is not just about a game. This is about negligence. A company failed to protect children from predators hiding behind avatars. This mother trusted Roblox. That trust was broken." The words rang through the courtroom like a warning. The mother's hands shook, but she didn't look away. She remembered every late-night message, every change in her daughter's behavior, every time she thought her child was safe online. Now these memories felt like scars carved into her heart. The defense argued back, saying Roblox couldn't monitor every chat and that parents had responsibility too. But the jurors saw the pain in the mother's face. They heard the fear in her voice as she described how her daughter was manipulated inside a game meant for children. The silence in the room grew heavier. Outside, reporters filled their notebooks, cameras flashed, and the story spread across the country. A mother taking on $1 billion company to protect children everywhere. For the mother, every word in court was a scar reopened. For the world, it was a reminder that behind every single cheerful game, danger could already be lurking. The verdict was still to come, but one thing was sure. This trial would leave a scar, not just on a family, but on the digital world itself. But even after all of this, one question remains. If this could happen to a family in Galveston, behind the soft blue glow of a simple game, how many children are chatting with predators right now? And how many parents have no idea? Sometimes, the scariest monsters don't lurk in shadows. They sit inside that blue light we tuck our kids into every night, wearing a smiling avatar, waiting for the next notification.